G'day, I'm Adam Collings and welcome to Stories. Today I'm talking about the new Superman movie, Man of Steel. Now I was very excited when I heard that Christopher Nolan and his mates had an idea for doing Superman in the modern age. I really liked the Nolan Batman movies and I was very keen to see how he'd handle Superman. I've been a lifelong fan of Superman. I grew up with the Richard Donner movie, which was awesome. It was a timeless classic which will continue to be the benchmark against which all superhero films will be judged for a long time to come. That said, I was ready for a new take on the legend. It just seemed like the right time. What I got was the Superman I've been waiting for all of my adult life. This was an epic science fiction film that took itself seriously. There was no cheese here. There was a lot of awesome spectacle, but also a lot of heart. This wasn't my childhood Superman. I didn't expect it to be, but I got everything right where it counts. Let's talk about Krypton. This was a fleshed out alien world with its own culture and rules. It felt lived in and epic. The conflict between Jor-El and Zod was fantastic. These were two men who wanted the same thing, to save their people, but their methods were so different they couldn't be reconciled. Zod himself was the perfect villain. He was definitely the hero of his own story and a perfect nemesis for Superman. We've all seen baby Kal-El being placed in a spaceship. We've seen young Clark growing up in Smallville. We haven't ever really seen the Clark Kent travelling the world, trying to find out who he is and where he belongs. I wanted to see this character, and Man of Steel delivered him. He wasn't Superman, he was just a bloke working on a fishing boat with a secret and a lot of power. His journey to becoming Superman was satisfying. Something I really liked about the portrayal of the character was that he had superpowers but not infinite powers. There's this one point where he's holding up an oil rig and he's groaning with the strain of it. It made him more balanced and relatable as a character. The sequence where he learns to fly was really good. He has these couple of false starts. It was kind of like watching a baby learning to walk for the first time. When he finally manages to launch himself into space and we see that familiar scene of Superman in orbit of Earth, we just felt his triumph. It felt like Superman has arrived. The relationship between Clark and his parents was spot on. They taught him the values that defined the person he became. Jonathan Kent didn't have all the answers, but he demonstrated heroism in his own life and death. The way Martha taught young Clark how to control his powers was wonderful. Clark's relationship with Jor-El was also very good. While the Kents taught him how to be human, Jor-El taught him how to be Kryptonian. Clark alone learned how to balance the two appropriately. Lois Lane was also everything she needed to be. A brave, tough reporter willing to take risks to get to the truth. A hero in her own right. Lois and Clark just seemed very natural together. The final showdown between Superman and Zod was very emotional. I felt the heartbreak of the characters at the climax of that fight. And this particular scene has caused a bit of controversy among Superman fans. Now, I'm not going to get into all of that right now in this show, because one, it's a big spoiler, and two, it's just a whole other discussion in its own right. But I'm going to write a blog post about the subject. Superman's suit in this movie was the least traditional that I've ever seen on screen before, but again, it ticked all the right boxes where it really counted. It kind of looked more like a military uniform, but when you see Superman flying, he just looks like the Superman we've always known. Clearly we didn't see enough of the Daily Planet Clark Kent to really form much of an opinion on how this was treated. I'm looking forward to see how they handle this aspect of the character in a sequel. So well done to Zack Snyder, Christopher Nolan, David S. Goyer, and everyone else who was involved. I loved the film, and I can't wait for more. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can head over to my blog, where you can also sign up for my monthly email newsletter. See you next time.